Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of the Whiskey Diaries. My name is Martin Lang and today we're going to be talking about the Balvenie 30-year-old. Balvenie is literally one of my favorite whiskies of all times. They just not make a bad whiskey. They're part of the William Grant's family. William Grant owns Balvenie, Glenfiddich. They do the Grants, they do Cello Jerry, they do Hendrix and a few other brands. The Balvenie whiskey they produce, we have done a review in the past, so you can look it up on the other videos. But just to quickly recap, they are basically the pioneers of double maturation. David Stewart, he started practicing double maturation in the early 1980s, and basically double maturation, which nowadays is pretty common and obvious if you want to think about it. Back in the day, it was really rare, and what they do is they age the whiskey in a particular types of cask, mostly going to be initially in American oak, and then they take it out of the American oak and they put it in sherry cask or port cask or Madeira cask or Misonara cask, whatever they feel like. There's hundreds of types of casks out there. Now, the 12-year-old Balvenie, I would recommend it at any time of the day, including 7 o'clock in the morning if you want to feel like having some breakfast whiskey. They just don't make a bad whiskey. Also, it's a beautiful distillery. They have their own cooperage. They produce their own malted barley. They have malting grounds, and like it's incredible. It's a great whiskey. So the 30-year-old is a release in commemoration of David Stewart's 30-year-olds in the distillery. It's a mix between it's a blend between sherry cask and American oak. They don't say specifically which one of what, but it's I think it's a little bit heavy sherry, heavy on the sherry if you want to put it that way. And then its Abv is 47.3%, so it's actually quite high for a 30-year-old. And also the other thing as well that is worth noticing is actually probably one of the most affordable 30-year-old you can find out there, going at $1,200 online if you want to get it at nix.com.au. And they because it's such a big distillery and they've been producing whiskey for so long, the 30-year-old, it doesn't look like they're going to run out anytime soon. So this is a great gift if you want to give it to someone. It's a delicious whiskey and highly affordable. So I love that one up, Balvenie, the little nose. There it goes. Yeah, that's Balvenie through and through. A little bit more complex, obviously, than the 12-year-old or the 15-year-old, but definitely a Balvenie backbone. That's delicious. You get all the notes from the vanilla and the toffee and the sweetness from the American oak. And then after that you finish, you get that spiciness and that those tannics from sherry cask. I personally think that this will be highly mature in sherry cask. It has that super spiciness, dry fruit like apricots and stuff coming through the back. Very little peat. I think it'll be like 2 ppm, but they don't say specifically how much. So hopefully you enjoy this review. We'll see you later. And if you guys have any whiskies that you would like to get reviewed, please let us know in the comments and we'll definitely review them for them. Thank you very much. It was Slanjaba.